Some things just don't add up sometimes. And where can a line truly be drawn between coincidence, fate, and outside interference? That's the theme for today. Welcome to Interesting History, and today we're talking about the Sodder children mystery. Get ready, and let's begin. In 1908, George Sodder migrated to America from his home in Italy. After a brief job in Pennsylvania, he moved to West Virginia, where he met a shopkeeper's daughter who would become his wife. After settling down, they had 10 children between the years of 1923 and 1943. He was a well-respected part of the community, having the only complaint towards him cited as strong opinions that clashed with others, particularly his opposition to Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, that clashed with the opinions of society, and this is where suspicion started. In October of 1945, George was visited by a life insurance salesman, and after being rejected by Mr. Sodder, the salesman warned that his house would go up in smoke and all of his children are going to be destroyed due to his dirty remarks he had been making about Mussolini. Later, a man seeking work warned that the fuse boxes would cause a fire someday, despite having the house rewired just earlier. Despite this, on Christmas Eve of 1945, a horrible accident occurred. At 12:30 a.m., Mrs. Sodder awoke to answer the phone that was ringing. The woman on the other side asked for somebody that was not recognized and then let out a bizarre laugh. She was awoke half an hour later with a large bang coming from the roof, and half an hour later by the smell of smoke. George's office was on fire. George and his wife, along with 4 of their children, escaped quickly, but the fire caused it to be impossible to reach the children upstairs. They first called the fire department, but got no answer, so they ran to their neighbors, who also got no reply. In addition, a passing motorist also tried to get a hold of the fire department, but got nothing. In an attempt to save the children, George's family ran for the ladder, intending to use it to climb to the attic, but the ladder was missing, and later was discovered in an embankment 75 feet away. They then ran for the water barrel to put out the fire, but it was frozen solid and could do nothing. George then ran to his 2 business trucks, attempting to pull them next to the window and climb on, but both of them failed to start, and the house burned to the ground. More than 6 hours later, the firefighters finally showed up, but failed to find any trace of the children. They seemingly vanished, and the incident is shrouded in mystery and apparent foul play. A passing bus driver had seen balls of fire being thrown, and what looked like a pineapple bomb was discovered in the brush next to the building. Sightings also include reports of seeing the children that were missing, even including a report from a woman at a rest stop near Fayetteville saying she served them breakfast the next morning. Whether all this is coincidence or something more malicious is still unknown, but it makes for some seriously interesting history. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for the overflowing support. If you have a suggestion, make sure to let me know, as I'm always open to suggestions and feedback. Thanks again, and have a good night.